Welcome to the online public open house for the Charlotte Street Bikeway project. The open house is available online starting Thursday, July 9th, 2020. We appreciate you taking the time to participate and provide feedback. The city is planning to complete a micro-resurfacing of Charlotte Street between Clonzilla Avenue at Sherbrooke Street and Park Street. The installation of cycling facilities will be coordinated with this capital project. The need for cycling facilities along Charlotte Street was established through the 2012 Transportation Master Plan. This review focuses on the segment of Charlotte Street from Monaghan Road to Park Street and considers how best to accommodate cycling facilities along this corridor. There is also a secondary study area along Charlotte Street from Hospital Drive to Monaghan Road, where the opportunity for implementing cycling facilities is currently under review. The project process is made up of 5 stages, which include planning, feasibility, design, implementation, and monitoring. The project is currently between the feasibility and design stages. The micro-resurfacing project is expected to be completed in the summer of 2020, followed by the completion of the bikeway pavement markings in the fall of 2020. The project is consistent with the requirements of the Municipal Class Environmental Assessment process, which enables the planning of municipal infrastructure to be undertaken in accordance with an approved procedure designed to protect the environment. Under the Municipal Class EA process, this project is designated as a Schedule A+ Class EA project. The impacts of these activities are considered minimal, and therefore these types of projects are pre-approved by the Ministry of the Environment. Schedule A+ projects require the City of Peterborough to advise the public of the project prior to implementation. The City of Peterborough classifies Charlotte Street as a medium-capacity arterial. It has an operating speed limit of 50 km per hour and typically experiences about 10,000 vehicles per day. Part of the city's Route 5 bus route also travels along this portion of Charlotte Street and includes 4 eastbound stops and 4 westbound stops. Some key features of the study area include Queen Mary Public School, northwest of the study area along Monaghan Road. Prince Wales Public School, southwest of the study area along Monaghan Road. Residential and commercial buildings along Charlotte Street and surrounding the study area. Existing cycling facilities along Monaghan Road and Medical Drive. Future cycling facilities along Bethune Street, east of the study limits, and future dedicated or painted cycling lanes on Charlotte Street between Park Street and Aylmer Street, which have been approved by Council. The cycling facilities along Charlotte Street will help to connect to existing and planned facilities, transit hubs, and other key destinations in the downtown area. As part of the facility selection review, 3 alternative designs were evaluated. Option 1 includes buffered one-way bike lanes with the possibility to introduce separators into the painted buffer during non-winter months to create protected bike lanes. Option 2 includes a parking protected bike lane along the north side of Charlotte Street and a conventional bike lane along the south side of Charlotte Street. And Option 3 includes buffered 2-way bike lanes along the south side of Charlotte Street. Each option has advantages and disadvantages as described on the following board. Each option was reviewed based on criteria such as impacts to people walking, cycling, and driving, impacts to the public realm, public and stakeholder support, and maintenance and constructability. This table outlines a number of advantages and disadvantages for each of the 3 options. Option 1 was selected as the preferred alternative during the facility selection review. Some key factors which differentiate Option 1 from the other options include Option 1 maintains minimum design criteria, including travel lane width. It provides a high-quality facility and the possibility to add bike lane protection on both sides of Charlotte Street, and it minimizes vehicle conflict and visibility issues. This plan represents a typical mid-block section of Charlotte Street. The bike lane will be approximately 1.5 meters in width with a 0.5 to 0.7 meter buffer and 3.3 meter travel lanes. The buffer widths allow for different forms of separation to be added between cyclists and other road users depending on the time of year, including possible bollards, rubber curbs, parking stops, and planters. This plan illustrates the design of the Charlotte Street and Monaghan Road intersection. Left turn lanes will be maintained at this intersection, and cycling facilities leading up to the intersection from the east will include a 1.2 meter bike lane and narrowed travel lanes. Further east, a painted buffer will be included to separate cyclists from other road users. As part of the facility selection review, major intersections along Charlotte Street were assessed to determine the impacts of the preferred alternative. The review indicated that all intersections are expected to operate within capacity limits into the future, with future queuing observations being comparable to existing conditions. Minor lane configuration changes are proposed, but all left turn lanes are maintained, and there are minimal changes in operations that are entirely due to anticipated growth in traffic volumes along the corridor. It is therefore anticipated that the proposed cycling facility will be well tolerated and that adverse traffic impacts as a result of its construction are unlikely. As illustrated on the slide, the traffic review process consisted of 3 stages. The first stage included estimating future conditions traffic volumes for 2025 by applying a 2% compound annual growth rate to existing intersection movements. The second stage included determining weekday AM and PM peak hours future conditions traffic operations for 2025. And the final stage included comparing the findings of the future conditions traffic operations to intersection capacity limits. Parking impacts of the preferred alternative were also analyzed as part of the corridor review. The review found that the preferred alternative was likely to result in the loss of approximately 36 parking spaces along the north side of Charlotte Street between Monaghan Road and Park Street North. That being said, peak parking demand within the study area is 9 vehicles, which is considered a low utilization rate. In addition, approximately 400 parking spaces are available along nearby roadways within a 240-meter walking distance of the corridor. This would provide sufficient replacement parking capacity within a 5-minute walk of Charlotte Street. The segment of Charlotte Street from Monaghan Road to Hospital Drive is also a desirable cycling connection and is currently under review. Accommodating cycling facilities through this segment may require removing a travel lane or implementing an alternative roadway configuration, which is being explored. This slide outlines the next steps for the project and provides information on how to stay connected. After this PIC, we will review comments and suggestions from the public, stakeholders, and the cycling community, refine and finalize the design, and initiate construction in 2020. In order to stay connected, you can visit the Connect Peterborough cycling website to find out more information and project updates, complete the public survey to share your feedback, and contact the project team with any additional questions or comments that you may have. Thank you very much for participating and providing your feedback on the Charlotte Street Bikeway project, and we hope to connect with you again soon.